Hello my YouTube family. This video is an honest review of a tour that I took in the Dominican Republic for a one-day trip to Isla Saona. That has been a dream destination for me for a very, very long time. Immediately I went to purchase the tickets, and before I go on, let me preface this video by saying that both my sister and I are gals in our 50s, and so our experience is going to be different than from someone who is 20 years old, and so please take this information with a grain of salt. I will not mention the tour operator, as the gentleman that sold us the tickets, as well as their staff, treated us with care and respect. Also, the island was beautiful, and so is Bayahibe. It's a town from where the boats depart. I wish that we had had more time in Bayahibe to explore the town. That out of the way, let's begin. Our day started at 6:30 a.m. to catch a bus at 8 o'clock in the morning. That is a noni train. Beautiful. One of the staff members placed a blue piece of yarn around our wrists to identify us from other tourists on the tour. I believe him. I thought it was funny because he said, "This is your GPS." So let's begin with item number one. If you have mobility issues, this tour is not for you. Our trip started at 8 o'clock in the morning with the bus to Bayahibe. No problems there. Easy to hop on and off. But once in Bayahibe, we took a small watercraft out to the deeper waters, and in the middle of the ocean, we had to cross over to a large catamaran, also known as the party boat. Yes, it was a party boat. The water was choppy, making it quite difficult to keep one leg inside the small craft and another in the catamaran. My sister even had to let go of her shoes to avoid falling into the water. They did recover her shoes though. Then, in order to get to shore, to Isla Saona, we had to take another small craft. Again, and because what he explained to us is that the catamaran was too large for the shallow waters. So in the rough waters, again, both scary and hard, especially with people with mobilities, we had to change boats. And also this is difficult for parents who are carrying their little babies or toddlers. It's scary. Number two, this tour was a party boat. We didn't know that. So if you don't like loud music and booze at 9 a.m., this tour is not for you. It was very loud and some people were drinking heavily. Number three, if you don't like to see young girls scantily clad and dancing provocative in a lewd manner, this tour is not for you. Number four, on our way back, we were taken back in an approximately 15, 16 people vessel, a small boat, but it was very fast. It was going very, very fast in very choppy waters. If you get seasick easily, this tour is not for you. Number five, if you're traveling with children under 5 years of age, this tour is not for you. Young parents hung on to their toddlers at all times for safety, and they had little time to enjoy the party themselves. Number six, the sun was beaming hard. And when I mean hard, it was burning. It is hot. Will not be getting into the water. It's too hot. making it very uncomfortable to be anywhere but under the limited shade inside the catamaran. The catamaran was large, but there was very little shade. The sun was so hard that I didn't even...
En la piscina natural. El catamarán se queda con nosotros. Vamos a durar aquí 40 minutos y después continuamos a la Isla Saona que está allá al final, allá al frente.
Want to get out to go into the natural pool. If you can't stand the heat from the beaming sun, this tour is not for you. Number 7. Once we arrived to the island, there was food. And it was buffet. It was as good as you can expect it. There was chicken, a fish, salad, pasta, and the typical rice and peas made the Dominican way. Number 8. If you don't like vendors coming up to you at every second, this tour is not for you. There were ladies that did massages and braids, and they approached you at every minute. There were also guys selling jewelry, and they sold chains, earrings, and bracelets made out of larimar, which is a rock found only in the Dominican Republic. It was beautiful, but there were just too many vendors at all times, and they came to you every other second. Number 9. When we were aboard the first boat to the island, a photographer took a picture of everybody that was boarding the boat. And he told us it was in case we got lost. So we all posed in front of the camera. Well, here is what they had in mind. They printed labels with our photos and attached them to bottles filled with roots that make the famous Dominican Mama Juana. I don't drink, plus I didn't have any cash on me. He was selling them for 850 pesos, which is the equivalent of about $15 US. I don't like being deceived. For that, I'm going to give it -10 because I really didn't like that. I would have appreciated the honesty of what they were going to do with the photos and ask for permission. And that's it. Those are the 9 things that I have. All of these things could be positive if you are in your 20s and you like party. And if you are adventurous and don't mind changing the boats in the middle of the sea, getting burnt by the sun, if you enjoy the music. Okay, so don't get me wrong, there were some positive things about this tour that I really enjoyed. The ride to the island was gorgeous, and the 40-minute stop at the natural pool was a very nice touch. As we were leaving the natural pool, the starfishes came out, delighting all of us, the young and the old. Mira, mira la isla grande, mira esa. Mira la isla. Oye, no lo podemos. Mira allá, mira allá. And Isla Saona is indeed beautiful. It would be nice to come back, but not on a party boat and on a day when it's not so hot. We actually just did a sigh of relief that we were already out of those boats, not having to make any more changes. Would I go back to Isla Saona? Definitely yes. Let me know if you have been to Isla Saona, and if so, was it in a party boat or a private charter? If you haven't been, let me know. I read your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next one.